everybody, and welcome back to a new video and a new week at Oxford. So this week is going to be exciting because it's Freshers Week, and it's kind of funny for me because my college is considering me a fresher again. I think just because I'm starting a second master's instead, and they're more used to like people doing a master's and then progressing to a DPhil. Although it's not like that uncommon to do a second master's, so I don't really know. Maybe Pembroke just like isn't used to that or something. So I am being considered a fresher, but I'm also on the committee as a social sec, so I'm helping with some of the different Freshers Week events. But yeah, it should be quite fun. Today we have pizza and prosecco, which might be one of my favorites. But that's this evening, so don't really have anything scheduled during the day because my course induction, I have one on Wednesday and then I think the other one's Thursday. No, Wednesday and Friday, sorry. So I don't have anything formal until then, but I want to get a few more readings done today and then like firmly finish the quiz for Wednesday for Freshers Week at Pembroke. And yeah, that is kind of my main plan today. This morning I've just been at home finishing up my video for tonight, and then yeah, I'm gonna go, I think, to the independent cafe for a bit and work there, and then maybe the MCR, we'll see. My options are kind of limited right now because I won't get my university card until later in the week, so I can't access like the RadCam and the old bod and everything. So yeah, I'm kind of like floating around now, but I think I'm gonna head to a cafe maybe for now, which yeah, independent cafe is always pleasant, so. But I'm very pleased with my outfit today. I look very cute. This skirt is actually a skort, so it's very comfortable. And I've got my dog shirt, which looks just like Maggie did when she was a puppy, who was my family's dog. Yeah, very cozy. So I'm gonna head out and get a peach iced tea. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day now, so if you can't tell by all of my crap lying around, I've been doing laundry this morning, so just ignore that. But last night we had our pizza and prosecco. It was our first like full-on freshers event, and I think it went really, really well. It was very busy and kind of chaotic at first just because the MCR is like a small space to have all of the freshers coming through. But yeah, there was really good turnout. People seemed really nice, so it was good and good to like meet some of the freshers. Although like I got to meet a bunch of them, but like I was handing out prosecco and everything, so it was like not an environment to like for me to like stand around and talk to each other. Like I think a lot of the freshers got to meet each other, which was good and is more of the point. But yeah, just got to see all the new faces, I guess, and then we'll kind of get to know them more over the coming little bit here. But yeah, today I didn't actually have anything like formally scheduled because my induction, my first one is tomorrow, and that's when the families quiz is as well, so we should be able to so we'll have that stuff going on tomorrow. But yeah, so I've been doing some work here because it's like quite rainy and everything right now, but I do need to go pick up a few things, just run a few errands, so I'm going to be doing that. And it literally just started like pouring, so yeah, good timing on my part. And then I've just been like plugging away at some readings and stuff here, so yeah, should be a good day, but a more chill one before it gets crazy again. And yeah, I'm still waiting to hear about stuff for a couple of my classes, so hopefully that'll be coming through today. Because I just like to have my timetable figured out and like know where I'm supposed to be and everything. Especially because like one of my supervisors, because I'm going to have two, scheduled a meeting, but they just moved because it's an interdisciplinary course and we're all taking classes from like different departments and we're all taking like different paleography classes. There's just a lot of clashes, so they'd organized these like mandatory research workshops, but it was on at the same time as my paleography class, so that just like I can't go to both, and I can't miss that many days of that class. It is really coming down now. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but there you go. But yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so they then, I think like a bunch of people it clashed, so they moved it, but now it's when we'd scheduled our meeting, so I need to email her to like reschedule again. But I don't want to do that until I actually know my course timetable, because I don't want to like reschedule it and then not be able to do that, so, and then have to like schedule it again, because I feel like that would be irritating for her. But yeah, so hopefully that, I mean, it has to come through this week because it starts next week. But yeah, so I'm going to go do errands and then potentially just come back here. I don't know. Yeah. Hi everybody. So yesterday didn't really film much because I wasn't doing anything too exciting until the evening, because Eloise came back. So she's been traveling for a bit and she's gonna be here for like about a week before her parents come and join her. And they're gonna go, I think, to like Ireland and do some more traveling with her family before she's back for our graduation in November. So it's really nice to see her again and catch up, and she brought back some baked goods from Paris, so that was very nice. But today is going to be a bit all over the place because there's like a few different things going on. So I have to go to registration because I have to get like a new bod card and everything for my new course. And the committee, there's a welcome talk in the auditorium, and the committee goes and like introduces themselves. So I'll be there for that. And then I have a couple hours, and then in the afternoon I have a library induction for my course, which we didn't do like in person last year, I don't think, from what I remember. So that'll be something new. And then in the evening, then I think a few of us from the course anyway are gonna go out to the pub after, because we haven't all like met each other yet in person. So it'll be nice to meet people. And then in the evening we have the pub quiz for Freshers Week, which I'm part of. So yeah, we were figuring out teams and families and stuff last night, me and Chloe, one of the other social secs, and I made the quiz, so hopefully it's a hit. But I think it should be fun anyway, so we'll be at the Oxford Retreat, another pub, for that in the evening, so it should be quite fun. This is the outfit today. I'm wearing Katie's sweater vest again, so hopefully that endears me to her a little bit after I went to Din Tai Fung again without her. Guys, so it is Thursday now. Had a really fun time at the quiz yesterday. I ran it, so I had a mic, which was dangerous, but I think it went really well. We had a good turnout. People seemed to have fun. No one was mad at the quiz questions that I made, so I would call it a success. So my first official event, a social sec, went down okay, and both me and Chloe were there, which was really good. So we got everything set up and we all ran it together, which was fun. And yeah, I think it was a good night. But today I'm heading out to the Freshers Fair just to like see some of the clubs and everything. And then we have our welcome dinner tonight. So usually it's all the freshers and then the committee, so I'm kind of going as both. But this is what I'm wearing today. I got these like socks with the loafers, which is a thing, but I don't know if it looks weird. So I'm not changing those. We're experimenting today, so give it a go. Okay, so had a really fun time at the Freshers Fair. I just went through really fast because I've seen all the clubs and everything before, but I just thought I'd go and like get a little refresher, see if there was anything new. And then I came back here to work on readings and stuff, read a little bit more of my book for fun, just had like a cozy night in, and now I've gotten ready for our Freshers welcome dinner. So I'm going, like I said, as both a fresher and a committee member. This is what I'm wearing. which I think is super cute. I wanted to wear heels, but I got a blister on my foot today that's really bad, so I'm just wearing these black flats, but we have to wear our black robes anyway, and it kind of ruins the outfit no matter what, and I've got a black bag, so I feel like it's all gonna go together at some point. So I'm really excited. This dinner is usually quite good. It's one of like, now that I'm a social sec, I know that Pembroke kind of has like different tiers of like the levels of their dinner, their food services, and this is a higher one usually, so the food's usually quite good. So I'm excited, it should be fun. And Caroline, one of the like higher ups at the college, told me the other day that she thinks unless there's last minute seating plan, she's gonna sit me next to the one girl doing digital scholarship this year, which was me last year, but now there's a new person here that I will be able to talk to a bit about the program. I have actually met her, and she's very nice, and I think she comes from more of like a social sciences sort of like math background, which is interesting on the course because that's like a great skill to have for like the research methods and everything, but I find that everything is very much like, because it's what the course is very tailored to like applying it to humanities disciplines. So I think that'll be interesting. Or social science, like there's a number of like linguistic kind of stuff going on. So I'm curious like what her thoughts are on the course and how she finds it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight, and it should be a good time.
Which scenes to take?
Hi vlog! She's earning her keep. She's back. Good morning everybody. My room is an absolute hot mess right now, so don't pay any mind to that. But last night was very fun. The dinner was great. I don't know if he's my college advisor this year, but I was next to the professor who was my college advisor last year. Honestly, they don't really, I mean, I think some are potentially more involved than others. No one that I knew, I don't think, was really. Some people, like, their advisor is their supervisor or is in their department and everything, so just by that proximity, they have more contact with them. A lot of people don't though, but it is just like a point of contact at your college to discuss your work with if you need to, so it is nice to have that. Yeah, he is really big in digital humanities at Pembroke, so he's the advisor for the digital scholarship students, and there's one at Pembroke this year, so I sat next to her. And then also a guy doing an MBA. So that was kind of my table for the dinner. It was really fun chatting with everybody there. And then we had second dessert after. Had a really good turnout, which was good. First one of the year. So it was really fun. I stuck around to like help, because one of the social secs is also a food rep, and like food rep and social sec are sort of like, it's not the same job, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's nice for us to help out. So I like stuck around and helped clean up and stuff after second dessert. So didn't get back till like 1-ish, but yeah, it was a really fun night. Today I have my course induction and it's like a half an hour walk away, so I have to head out earlier. But yeah, it's basically just sort of like an orientation and overview of the course, so it should be pretty chill, but it'll be nice to, I think there are some people who couldn't make it to the library inductions. It'll be nice to like fully meet everyone and yeah, hear more about how the course is going to be structured this year, so that should be good. That's the like only official thing I have on today. As well as, oh, the bop tonight. So the bop is pea themed, so just come with something dressed as a pea. So, yeah, I think I'll come back here and get ready, and then we have to go and, we're gonna, like, decorate the MCR and stuff, so it should be a very fun night. And that is the end of my responsibilities for Freshers Week, so final push, I guess. Hello, Eloise. Can you tell who shopped whose closet?
Hard to tell.
We're going to the P-Bop, so Eloise needed something pink, and I don't have anything subtle, so...
It's frills today.
And I'm changing when we get there, because we're going a little bit early and meeting up with a bunch of people to have dinner, and then... Yeah, I'm just gonna get dressed there, because it's too early to be dressed like a fairy. But my makeup is a little crazy, so the people at Westgate will...
know something's up.
Yes. Or just judge, but that's fine. So yeah, I think it should be fun. This bop is usually crazy, but I have very little responsibilities. I just have to order the pizza and set it out, and then the bar does everything else, so... And Eloise is just crashing.
I'm not here anymore.
Yeah.
Hovering.
So nomad.
Yeah. Is that video? Yeah.
I see the record of the outfit. I'm very proud of it. Hello everybody, so it's the next day now. P-Bop was another success and I'm officially done for Freshers Week. I do have some of the formal exchanges coming up though that I do have to help plan. A lot of it, once we get some of the logistics sorted, is coordinating with the hall staff and then they, you know, execute everything. But yeah, we will have to get that kind of stuff done. And we do have an exchange coming up soon, so we'll have to figure that out. But the super stressful part is done now that Freshers Week, or the more hectic stuff is done now that Freshers Week is over. We're coming to an end. We have like a couple more events, but they're not things that I'm running and they're pretty chill. But yeah, I had a nice sleep in this morning because I stayed at Bop the whole time. So we left, me and Eloise, and some of the other girls left here early to go get supper together and then ate in the MCR and decorated it and everything. So we were there from like 6:30 until I think Eloise and I left probably around midnight, 1 in the morning, not sure, somewhere in there. Yeah, because the bar does close at 11:30, so once they stop serving, people do tend to just trickle out pretty quickly after that. Chloe had to leave for another thing that she had on, but Eloise stayed with me and we kind of cleaned up the MCR, got the dishwasher running and everything afterwards. So yeah, just stayed late to get all that kind of stuff done and get everything shut down. But yeah, I think it was a success. Lots of people seemed to come and be coming in and out, so I think it was good. And yeah, I love a costume party, so it was very fun. Got cut off by my battery again, but long story short, the Bop was very fun and it seemed successful. So people seem to be having a good time. So mission accomplished, happy to be done that. And the next one should also be good, hopefully. I like Pembroke Bobs because they're more low-key. A lot of the other colleges, well, I think they'll have Bobs that are kind of like that too, but then they'll do bigger ones that are like ticketed and more people from like other colleges come. Like other people can come to ours, but it's really just like people bringing a few friends kind of thing. Whereas like the ticketed Bops are kind of more like club vibes almost. But Pembroke's are like quite chill but still fun. So yeah, had a good time with that. And I think I'm going to go take a walk, and then I have a package at Pembroke which I think is here, so I will go pick that up and I'm very excited for it. Okay, so I'm back and I have my package. So I basically got some more prints for my wall from the same artist that made a lot of the other ones that I have. So she does both of my Pride and Prejudice ones, my Anastasia print, and my Face Hand ACOTAR one is from there, because the Pride and Prejudice prints are just Pride and Prejudice. But then she has ones for like all of the Sarah J Maas couples, and they're sort of like in her own style but inspired by famous paintings. So Megan got me the Face Hand one. I just love her artwork because they kind of like, unless you know what, like the ACOTAR ones and the Pride and Prejudice ones too, like at first glance they just kind of look like pretty pictures. They're not like immediately obvious fan art, so I really like them. And I got some more to add to my wall because she made more Pride and Prejudice. So, oh, this is cool. This is her card, and this is I don't know if this is one of her Throne of Glass paintings, or it could be like a Lord of the Rings one and I just don't recognize it. I'm pretty sure it's Aelin though from Throne of Glass. It's her business card, but it's very cool. And I like the packaging with the seal sticker. So she made more Pride and Prejudice ones. So I got a couple of the bigger size because I have the two in like the medium. So I got one more in that same size, which is Darcy handing her up into the carriage right before the hand flex. And then I have this one, the first proposal. So they're standing right there, if you can kind of see it. And then Elizabeth walking to Pemberley through the rain. And then I got two Cruel Prince ones. So these are kind of what I'm talking about. Like, they're not immediate fan art. I don't see that, like, they don't look immediately like fan art to me. So this is Jude and Carden, who are quite, like, it's just so good. They have the best, like, enemies to lovers romantic tension of any, and it's YA, which is crazy. But yeah, I feel like if I could make any, I love the Cruel Prince series as is, but I feel like if I could make any YA novel adult, not necessarily to make it like more of a like stereotypical fantasy romance, but just to like raise the stakes and some of like the drama, and like these books do have like tinges of like where it can get darker, but if it could like go a little bit harder than it does, I think would be really good and would make their dynamic like even more interesting, because it's very much like, it's more political and sort of like a power struggle, and because Jude is trying to sort of like take control of Elfhame, and they just have such a great dynamic that I think is really fun, because it's enemies to lovers, and like it starts off a little toxic because he just hates her. But, well, he likes her and that makes him hate her more, but it's never like, sometimes you have dark fantasy romance or dark romance where I'm like, this is just straight up abusive, but their dynamic, they have the hatred, but it never veers toward that, which I think is such a fine line to tread, and I just don't want to read a book that turns into like a Criminal Minds episode. Like, I want to like them together, and I do really like them, but you don't lose any of like the intrigue and the drama in the development of this relationship and in the like political schemes of Elfhame. It's just very good, and I love these prints. So yes, these are all from A Lemon Leaf on Etsy. She has so much good stuff, so I'm going to add to my wall collage. Okay, so I've got them up, but I'm not deeply attached to this layout, so if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. I like it because it definitely makes the room feel, I like the big ones because I feel like they're more impactful and it just like gives the room more personality. So if anything, I could add more to that wall. These ones, the 3 are from Megan as well, and then the Peter Pan one I just got last year. But yeah, I really like them, but I feel like these ones on the end, the layout maybe looks a little wonky, but I just didn't totally know what to do with the 2 smaller ones, like the Anastasia and the Little Women. Yeah, so I might play around with that, but I wanted to keep all of the Pride and Prejudice ones together, obviously. So we'll see. I might fiddle with it a bit. So earlier today, I've just been hanging out, doing a bit of reading and stuff, but this evening, I think I'm just gonna have like a cozy day for the rest of the evening, read some of my book. I also want to watch that Adam Brody movie that's on Netflix because my mom said it was pretty good, so I might watch that tonight. We'll see. I'm on my own tonight and yeah, just gonna have a chill evening, I think. Hi guys, so it's Sunday today. I had a nice evening in last night, but now I'm going to head out, I think to the Independent Cafe, hopefully it's not too crowded, and have a coffee and do some work because I did do some readings yesterday, but I didn't get quite as much done as I wanted to. So hopefully I'll be able to get through a bunch today. Yeah, and I'm also going to take my fun book because I'd like to read a bit more of that today, but we'll see, yeah, how long I feel like being out because I might do Independent Cafe and then the MCR or something. We'll see. So yeah, that's my plan for today. So this is what I'm wearing. I finally managed to find a pair of tights that aren't ripped or didn't rip immediately. The weather has been a little weird. It's been like chilly but not, and it is quite, well, the sky's gray, but it looks quite sunny out in the courtyard, so I don't truly know how it's gonna feel, because you look at the temperature, but it's not like reflective of what it feels like all of the time. So I might be too warm in this, but we'll see. Hi guys, so it is much later in the evening now. I was pretty productive at the Independent Cafe. I've mostly been doing readings for my book history / paleography class, and it was really interesting. So I was reading a lot about like book history and manuscript studies and how people like study the materiality of text and everything. So it was really interesting. Like I was talking about, like one thing was talking about how a lot of the manuscripts that we have from the Anglo-Saxon period were more than likely written by clerics and kept in monastic settings, because even though like we have a lot of even though there's a lot of evidence that suggests that the landed aristocracy during the period were literate and could write, it would just take a lot of time, so they would often have clerics do their writing for them, and that's how we kind of recognize the hands, and were more than likely like stored in monasteries or monastic settings anyway. Which is just really interesting. And then looking at, yeah, like punctuation, and well, it was more like how they used punctuation differently, whereas we use it more for syntax, and punctuation was made so that it would be spoken correctly orally, rather than we use punctuation so that it's correct when you're reading silently, whereas they were looking at like writing always for more of like an oral setting. So yeah, just really interesting, and talking about like recognizing scribes' hands and everything, and the process of that, like where one scribe was, you know, very busy and may have had assistants, so like turning over the document between people who were like less skilled, and then he'd pick it up when he could, basically, and then the next like half a page would be written by maybe an assistant or something, then he'd pick it up again for a page or two and then pass it on again as time did or did not allow. So yeah, just cool stuff. And I also find it interesting, having done digital humanities, when these papers that aren't directly about digital humanities and don't even say like a digital humanities approach to this, but is like definitely talking about digitization or pointing towards digital projects, now that I've like studied that myself, from like a more theoretical approach, I think is quite interesting, because like what they're talking about was kind of the like just like practical approach and like the actual doing of it, I guess, that I saw in my undergrad on like the Canterbury Tales project and everything. And then my course last year, like, yeah, we were like doing it as well and taking methods classes about the skills and everything, but we're also just looking at like, here's sort of the theoretical basis behind it and like why you would approach a text this way and like why you would undertake something digitally and what the best methods for it are or something, and like different examples. So it is interesting to like hear it being applied to the subject more like organically, or I guess just like it being directly applied to a topic, or people suggesting that it would be like a good thing to do. Because yeah, then I was like reading a different article that was just sort of about like book history and more broadly, and like studying books as objects versus just like the literary content, and how that like points to a different understanding of the text, because the materiality of it, particularly in a medieval context, lends so much meaning to the text itself, how it was read and used and everything. So yeah, very cool stuff. I'm excited to start classes this week. I don't have one tomorrow, but I do have some interesting stuff going on, so, you know, watch the next vlog. But yeah, after I was at Independent Cafe, I went to the MCR intending to do some more work, but I was like taking down some of the ribbons we had up for PBOF, and then I just got into a really long conversation with someone in there, which was very fun and very interesting. But yeah, by that point I was cold, because I actually find the MCR often a lot chillier than it actually is outside. So I was cold, so I decided to come home, and I plugged away at some more stuff. But now I'm going to head to second dessert at the MCR. It's our first one unattached to the welcome dinner. So yeah, our second desserts are always quite well attended throughout the year, but especially so at the beginning, understandably. So I suspect there will be a lot of freshers there. Yeah, anyway, looking forward to it tonight. It should be a good time, and excited to eat some chocolate oranges. But I might say goodbye and good night here, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.